Howdy, folks. Howdy. I'm Black Dragon, and welcome to another edition of Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news you can trust. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. And for those of you who are just now tuning into the show, please like, share, and subscribe, if you will. That we would absolutely appreciate. It's 4/27/2022, and we are into the fourth month of the new year, just doing our thing, which is a blessing in and of itself. Man, stuff's been happening out there in the biker world. It seems like there's always a challenge towards the motorcycle clubs that are out here facing the things that we face. Someone says, well, Black Dragon, you never do any good news. I do good news, and I do the news you guys send me too. And this was a story that I was sent last night. So we checked it out and got on it. So I'd like to thank the subscriber that sent me this story. Thank you so very much. I just want to say that I appreciate all of you guys and all the hard work that you do. When you're, you guys are doing as much work as I'm doing out here, getting these stories in and things like that. So I'm very thankful. So we'll go over here to the Black Dragon Biker news. Pull this up here. Here we throw it on. Hey, fellas, throw that screen up for me, please. Boom. There we go. So we're at Black Dragon Biker News, and we're going to go to that was yesterday's story. Let's see. Where's today's story? Is this it? There we go. Nope, that's not it. Where the hell is today's story? Give me a second. I'll have it for you. But anyway, we've got this place called, is it Woonsockete, Rhode Island? Yeah, I never heard of that place before. And we have some news out of there. Tell you what we had again today was something that was totally crazy. The whole computer system went down again first thing this morning. That was something different. But it seems like it's happening more and more. But here we are in this story here. It seems that Woonsockete, Rhode Island. That's a different place. Anybody from there? Seems to me like it would be cold there, but they have this thing called Operation Charlie Horse. Like, where do they come up with these names? But they have started this outlaw biker gang investigation. And I told you guys yesterday, if you guys follow me, I told you yesterday, I said, you have to be careful when your motorcycle club gets noticed. You get, quote unquote, notice, someone reports activity. I don't know if anybody actually reports activity or they just, that's what they say. It's kind of like when they pull a black guy over. Yeah, somebody who fits your description was seen robbing a bank. Looks just like you. So get out the car. Like, really? Can we see that report? They never really produced those. You know, it's like that with biker clubs. We got this report of activities, and did they ever exist or not? Did those activities ever happen? So 3 men are facing a slew of drug charges as part of an investigation into the Outlaws Motorcycle Club up there in Woonsocket. An investigation that they have dubbed Operation Charlie Horse. Like, they actually come out and they get on television and they scream, they do their thing. We just want to let you guys know that we have earned your money, and we want you to know that Operation Charlie Horse was successful. So anyway, I just would hate to be, caught up in something like that. It's like they made a whole operation just to get your butt. Anyway, Alan Stilkey, 50 years old, of Pawtucket, Kurt Kerbachi, 47, of Central Falls, and Carlos Garcia, 51, of Woonsocket. These 3 men were arrested after an investigation, and after investigators executed a 12-court authorized search warrant. Wow. 12 courts. 12 courts. Investigators executed 12 court-authorized search warrants on vehicles, residents, electronic devices, and the Outlaw Motorcycle Club house itself, according to Rhode Island State Police Colonel James Manny. So, like, they went to the bank, man. They went and drew out all the resources. Throughout the searches, Manny said investigators found 1 pound of methamphetamine, 52 sheets of LSD. LSD comes in sheets. I mean, like a sheet of paper or sheets on a bed. I don't know. I mean, but it would be a big difference. Like, a bed sheet of it would be a hell of a lot more than a sheet of paper of it. How big is the sheet of paper, though? I mean, is the sheet of paper like only so big, so 50 sheets is not really much at all? Or, do we have some quantifications here? Whatever there was 50 of them. 50 sheets of LSD paper or LSD linen. I don't know. You guys know. Oh, see right here. I'm told that you can get LSD in droplets, in plotters, and also as micro pills. Blotter paper, someone says. Somebody said, "Are you sure you're a biker?" Sure, you're a biker. BF paper. So anyway. Okay, so that's the kind of, it's paper. We now know that we know it's paper because my subscribers know everything. I don't have to know anything. All I just have to do is ask, and my subscribers are going to tell you. So anyway, they found 52 sheets of LSD paper, 16 vials of steroids. Do people like really sell steroids on like the black market or something? Like, can't you just go get that from your doctor? Like, do people get high on steroids? I don't know. I'm not a weightlifter, as you can see. So, isn't steroids for weightlifters, or do they have some sort of get high purpose or something? 118 grams of cocaine, 78 grams of crack cocaine, 12 grams of fentanyl, body armor, and approximately $4,000 in cash. That doesn't really, I don't know. How big is a gram? These are things I don't know. Like, is 12 grams like a brick, or is 12 grams something that fits on the end of your pinky finger? Finn says steroids are strictly regulated here in Germany. Okay. So I like bikers with LSD more than bikers with angel dust, says Nettie. Okay. Steroids, I guess, can be used as a painkiller. What's up, Club Brother? Good. I see you out there, man, over there in the West Coast. So we haven't told any submarine stories yet, Philip. You're still with us. So anyway, and $4,000 of cash. I'd be thinking that they would be getting like a way bigger like haul than that, but that's what they got. 1 pound. Now I know a pound. A pound is pretty big. A pound of methamphetamine, 52 sheets of LSD, 16 vials of steroids, 18 grams of cocaine, 78 grams of crack cocaine, 12 grams of fentanyl, some body armor, approximately $4,000 in cash, and a partridge in a pear tree. Manny said both Stilkey and Charbachi are known full patch members of the Outlaws Motorcycle Club, while Garcia isn't a known member. Strikely is facing a lengthy list of drug charges, including 2 counts of possession with intent to deliver cocaine, possession with intent to deliver methamphetamines, and possessions with intent to deliver anabolic steroids. He is also charged with possession with intent to deliver LSD, possession of body armor. Is possession of body armor illegal? I thought you could just go down there and get you one. You might have you might have a a need. Like I might want somebody. Can you just like not have it? I don't understand possession of body armor as a charge. I just thought like preppers and stuff just went and got them some body armor. Or, what is this joke? Your submarine stories don't float well. It's scary. That's your joke. Well, I'm telling you, man, it fell flat. Okay, Club Brother, it fell flat. Dive. Anyway, you can purchase. Someone's here, right here, Spin. You can purchase body armor on Amazon, but for some reason, he got a body armor charge. I don't know why, but it happened. So he's got a lot going on here. He's also facing charges for possession with intent to deliver cocaine and possession with intent to deliver fentanyl. What is fentanyl? I forget. He also had a warrant out for his arrest for violating a no contact order. So he's just been out there doing his thing. The investigation is dubbed Operation Charlie Horse. And the specifics of the investigation have not been released yet. Now, here's an interesting thing. An interesting thing is, and I like this, nowhere in this article did they mention this as an outlaw motorcycle gang. Although they did say it was a motorcycle gang investigation, but the police said that. The news report said motorcycle club every time. So we have to maybe they're listening to us. And another thing you're going to notice, because we've been doing these stories, another thing you're going to notice is nowhere in here is the charge of doing this in the furtherance of a criminal organization. You don't see that either. It's not in this article that charge. Oh, here it is. If you're a convicted violent felon, it's illegal to possess body armor. Wow. So there's certain clothes you can't wear if you're a felon. Isn't that's ugly? Damn. You don't have the right to carry a weapon anymore. You can't vote. And there are certain clothing you can't wear. I heard you can't even have a lockpick kit either. I've heard that somewhere. You as a civilian can buy body armor, but as a felon or committing a felony crime, you can't have one. Okay. Fentanyl, someone told me, is heavy, high, dangerous painkiller. Used in anesthetic departments. Okay, see, my folks know everything. So, they're not charging the club with this, even though it's Operation Charlie Horse, and even though it's came out of their gang investigation, they're only they're charging these three guys with it. So that goes to show you that clubs are like a neighborhood. Is my whole neighborhood bad because there's one guy on the block with the dope house? Does that make everybody in the neighborhood bad? Clubs are kind of like that as well. There are guys in our clubs that do things that they do, but that doesn't mean that it's like a club sponsored thing. We as the club are going to go. This is our whole thing. Is we're going to just go do illegal stuff. So that is the story up there in Woonsocket, and we'll see what happens with those guys. There's another story that we were working on. Let me see if I can find it. That ain't it. Let's see. Oh, you guys can't even see that. There's another story I was working on. Yeah. So up there in Ottawa, up there in Canada, up there with them, they've been having this thing go on that, they had the trucks. Felons can vote. That's a myth. Well, they used to not be able to vote. They can't just vote. They gotta do something to be able to vote, right? Diddley squad. They gotta go ahead and do something to be able to vote. It's just not automatic. Hey, Jamin, I want to thank you for that donation, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate that grand donation this morning. We're absolutely thankful for that. So over here in Ottawa, we find that the bikers are doing a kind of biker rally. And the police chief and folks are really, really against it. The Rolling Thunder Rally, the police chief and folks there say, is just an extension of that big thing that held up the highways in Canada and we couldn't get anything and gas prices went up and all of that. They say it's just that thing on motorcycles. And it's a protest against vaccines and stuff. It's not a motorbike thing like they're saying. It's a way to subvert the government. And we're not going to let it be done here in Ottawa. But the Rolling Thunder Rally organizer says he denies that. He denies that the event is a protest, but prominent anti-vaccine figures are the most prominent one is advertised as a special guest. So this is not an anti-vaccine. We're going to have that guy here. I mean, he's going to be here to talk because he can go anywhere and talk. He's going to be, but that's not what this is about. So an Ottawa police car blocks a truck during an anti-government protest in February. You guys remember that. That's what this picture is. Residents are bracing for a potential rerun of the so-called Freedom Convoy demonstrations that they believe are going to come from the Rolling Thunder Rally, which, would be a good way to sneak it in. Ottawa's police chief, therefore, has vowed to stop the upcoming biker rally from reaching the city's downtown core as residents brace for a potential rerun of that so-called Freedom Convoy anti-government protests that paralyzed the Canadian capital earlier in the year. You guys all remember that. And many of the people on this, many of my folks that watch were like all in favor of it. They're protesting a lot of stuff, and there were a lot of anti-vaccine protesting and, government overreach and these sorts of things. So thousands of bikers are expected to arrive in Ottawa on Friday for the Rolling Thunder Rally, purportedly called in honor of military veterans. And that's why you have a lot of military veterans are all mad and everything, because they're like, wait a minute, bro, this is our rally. This is for us. You are rallying in thanks and love and thanksgiving and the spirit of beautification for the recognition of we veterans. And that's beautiful. Yeah. However, now it's going to be stolen for these guys, is why some veterans are mad. Daredevil says Rolling Thunder has always been a protest, but it was a protest to bring back mission in action, prisoners of wars, and to get the government to pay surviving families. So it has its roots in protestism, as it were. Rolling Thunder veterans ride to the Vietnam Veterans Wall in D.C. And yeah, and recently that's come under attack. Like they didn't know if they were still going to be doing it. So Brian Reynolds says the bikers are mostly vets. They have my full support. But what's being said is, no, these aren't the vets, man. No. These aren't the vets. These are them protester dudes. So we look a little further. Thousands of bikers are going to arrive on Friday, purportedly in honor of military veterans. The rally's organizer, Neil Sheard, has denied that the event is a protest, but prominent anti-vaccine figure Chris Sky has been advertised as a special guest speaker. And Veterans for Freedom, a group which opposes public health measures, is also part of the event. You can't say that, we can have them here. They can come. It's open to everybody. They'll be trying to shut us down. Organizers had planned to march on Parliament Hill on Friday and then meet at the War Memorial the following day. But the interim chief, Steve Bell, warned that a heavy police presence and road closures would instead greet the bikers. So we're not letting you go to the Capitol and hold stuff up, bro. We ain't getting down like that. That ain't happening. We're going to put up roadblocks and stuff. We got motorcycles, man. When has a roadblock ever stopped them? Have your motorcycle ever been stopped by a roadblock? Like, neither is mine. Like, they can't even get the barricades close enough together. Dude, we can ride on the sidewalk. You couldn't really stop us if we wanted to go there. That's all I'm saying. But they're serious on this. They ain't playing. So he also says, we will not allow for unsafe or unlawful conditions that could lead to another protest as seen in February. Bell told the police services board on Monday that he planned to basically throw as many impediments in as he could. He said there was so far no indication that the Rolling Thunder rally would become a sustained occupation. I mean, we don't have any proof of it. But like many things we don't have any proof of, we just getting ready, homie. We're just getting ready. So, we can launch into action if necessary. Further goes on to say, even though there's no indication that it would be like the trucker protests, but he further went on to say things could change quickly. He said, I want to be clear with both organizers and participants. I'm telling you all, you will be held accountable for your actions before, during, and after those events. So if you organize that thing, they're going to be looking at you and your people to get at you. The city is still reeling from the February protests. You guys remember when hundreds of commercial trucks blockaded the streets in front of Parliament Hill, honking and beeping their horns at all hours of the day and night and defying multiple orders to leave the area for a long time. The event began as a protest against public health measures, but quickly transformed into a broader anti-government movement, with protesters calling for Justin Trudeau's government to face criminal prosecution. They kind of felt like they went overboard, man. So after weeks of the disruption, and it disrupted everything. It disrupted the United States. It disrupted commerce, international commerce. It disrupted a lot, which is what they meant to do. They were trying to bring the government to its knees. But their federal government invoked the Emergencies Act. Of course, every government has an Emergencies Act that they can't wait to whip out and stick on your butt, permitting officials to freeze bank accounts. Ha! And suspend the commercial licenses of truck drivers involved. They can, hey, bro, we're going after the money. We don't like it. We're going to go after the money. We're going to suspend your driver's license, freeze your bank account. Can you imagine being involved in a protest and you come home and you can't buy a loaf of bread? I mean, we don't typically see that here in the United States, but it could come. It could come. We're spoiled here. We're spoiled. Like, you get to talk about the government. You could talk about you can talk about Biden all you want. Nothing's gonna happen. You can call him old and senile, and the only reason he got installed as president is so that Kamala Harris could be the president. You can say all that, right? But if you say that in Russia, you might get poisoned. If you say that in Iran or Iraq, you may be beheaded, bro. You can't just say that. You can't get on the internet and flame people in the UK. They got laws against that stuff, man. They got privacy laws and privacy laws and these things. They have these things. We don't have that here. We can just act a damn fool because people on the internet, threaten people, bully people. And now that Elon Musk has bought Twitter back, God only knows. It's a wide open, wild west. But that's not so everywhere. Here, they put the Emergency Powers Act on your ass. You won't be spending no money out of your bank account. You can go, hey, tell you what, protest as long as you can afford to, brothers. we just cut y'all's SHIT off. Diddley Squad said, who cares about the rest of the world? We need to do something here. Probably before they get these kind of laws on us too. So anyway, the federal government acted on those folks. They froze their bank accounts and suspended their driver's licenses and commercial licenses and all of that. On Monday, the federal government announced an inquiry into the use of that rarely used legislation. They announced an inquiry to see if they're going to use it on the bikers. The protest ended after nearly a month when police stormed the blockades and arrested nearly 200 demonstrators. Ottawa authorities later revealed that the demonstrations cost the city more than $36 million in their money. $28 million in ours. Still pretty close. I do not want our children, seniors, and other vulnerable residents re-traumatized. Our businesses should not be forced to close again. Ottawa City Councilor Catherine McKinney wrote. We want to still make our money, man. We're not going to have y'all come in here and shut it down. Zexi Lee, a downtown resident whose exasperation with nonstop truck honking led to a $306 million class action lawsuit against the convoy. Boy, I didn't know the convoy had money like that. She told The Guardian that she and others feared that the mistakes would be made again, and officials attempt to prepare for the influx of the bikers. Without a doubt, there was a loss of trust in the city and our officials and the police from the protests, and we're just utterly disappointed by the people, and they don't want it happening again in their city. So we keep hearing things that they never should have gotten out like that, never should have gotten to that point, they say. And they're going to try to do everything they can to stop it from happening. Man. So I've had that happen before. A friend of mine threw a party here in Atlanta, a biker brawl, a biker party, a biker ball. There we go. And it was right over here in Decatur. We got a park. He got the park, and he had that thing so full. We had thousands of bikers there. This was about, oh my God, 10 years ago, maybe. We had thousands of bikers there. I mean, thousands. And the police lieutenant or whatever he was got annoyed with us and came in and shut down our big, huge party. I've seen this happen. It's happened before my own very eyes. So, yeah, it can happen. It's going to happen to them. They already said, if you come here, you will be held responsible before, during, and after the event. We're watching you. So there you go. It's upon us, man. And you know why do they hate bikers so much? It's because you guys, you don't act right. You don't do you you better bury Ned right. You guys don't bury Ned right. You don't. You don't do the right kinds of things. You fly by the seat of your own pants. You are free minded, free spirited. You carry weapons. You got the don't tread on me attitude. You're too uncut for them. You're too raw. We're bikers, not choir boys. And they don't like that. They don't like that in us. They don't like that in us in any place in the world. They don't like the bikers over in the UK. They don't like the bikers in Israel, or the Holy Lands, or any you touch a place, Brazil, Germany, they don't like us. They don't like the freedom that we live. They sure don't like them. Sure don't like us in Australia. At least the clubbers of us. You know what I mean? So anyway, it's going to be interesting to see that. So, what do we learn from today's news broadcasts? First thing we learn is that keep your club from being looked at. Try to stay under the radar. We learned that individual people can be charged with crimes that don't involve the entire motorcycle club. And we learned that Canada is going to be looking very hard at those organizers and that march or ride or Rolling Thunder event. And it's not going to be treated with the same love and respect that these events normally are treated with, because they love veterans and bikers. The government has already said, when you get there, you are going to be watched and scrutinized, and you're not going to be treated like somebody that looks after veterans. We're not going to be there with open arms in love with you. We're going to be there looking to take you out. Eckhart General Hospital in Eckhart, Indiana. Please help me. I've called and I've done. I'm not asking you for any money, nothing monetary. I just need a voice, somebody that cares about us being murdered. What on earth have I stumbled into with that? What on earth have I stumbled into with that comment? I don't think we're going to get. I want to say people of color, especially black, male, old people, and poor people. I've been murdered. You have? Okay. I'm sure that my mods will get on that. What's up? Is somebody being murdered? You guys tell me, because I was not particularly paying attention. I stumbled upon that. Liberace sued a UK paper because he said he was gay and won. Yeah, you don't get to just do everything over there. like we get to do over here. We get to call you all kind of names. Now, you might get a group that will cancel culture you. That can happen. You can be cancel cultured your behind off. I had talked about, I didn't know that the trucker convoy had all that money. ML says they get all this money for the protest from people or groups who have money. Average Joe and Jane families suffer the prices. We got little money. Yeah, they don't know where they get the money enough for you to sue them for 305 million bucks. But hey, there must be money in walking down the street and protesting. There's some money out there. Vernon Powell, the AK Bolo, who is also a submarine sailor, stay out of the spotlight. Once the spotlight gets on you, it's hot. Takes a while for it to cool off. Absolutely. Listen, I want to thank you all for 25,000 subscribers on TikTok. Here's my TikTok, and I've got 25,000 subscribers. 134 videos. I can't believe I did like 134 videos in 2 months. Like my video making has been off the chain. And I want to thank you guys. Like, I have some videos here, like with 500,000 views. Like, thank you. In fact, here's a cool thing that I did by accident. I forget who told me how to do this. It might have been Danny D'Lo that told me how to do this, but he told me, "Do you know how many views you've had?" And I said, "No." And he says, "If you do a search on Google, let's see, Black Biker TV TikTok. If you do that, it brings up this thing here that shows you, where is it? How many views you had. Look at that. 197.8 million views. Holy moly. 197.8 million views. Wow. I didn't even know I was getting down like that. You know, I'm used to the regular 2 or 3 million views a week. This thing says, I'm getting as many views as The Walking Dead. Hey, don't be taking me for granted. Okay, I'm a television show out here. You didn't know? I just wish it, I could get paid like those folks. I could use a new motorcycle. I wouldn't, I wouldn't need much. I'd like a new RV, new motorcycle, some new leathers, new helmet. I want one of those walkie-talkie things that you young guys talk to each other on motorcycles with. I don't have one of those. We still use hand signals. So yeah, I would get a few things, my own personal masseuse. And I don't want Tia approving it, my masseuse. I want to be able to pick my own masseuse. What do you call female ones? Masseusettes? I want my own masseuse or two. You need one for each limb, so that's 5 right there. You have 5 limbs, you need 5 masseuses. So I'm just saying, if I had a little of the money from the 197 million views, 197.8 million, bro, if I could have $1 for each, 50 cents, hell, a penny, man. I guess I'll paint your motorcycle for you, Black Dragon. Yeah, I'd be able to afford for you to do it. My brother over in North Shore just got through painting his wife's motorcycle. It is sick. The paint job is sick. I'm going to put some pictures of it up on my Facebook page and my YouTube page and on my Instagram page. I'm going to put some pictures of this sick paint job. It's sick. His wife's got a sicker paint job than 90% of the guys in the club. It's sad, but it's true. It's beautiful. So, yeah, if he'll paint my motorcycle. Somebody said Black Dragon doing the Bumblebee bike. Yeah, because you guys don't know this, but the official color of motorcycles in my club is yellow. That's the official color. It happened in 1975. Sugarman decided to paint his race bike yellow with spray paint or something. And he was in the clubhouse. Somebody said, well, why don't you paint mine? And then that day, everybody's motorcycle got painted yellow that day or 2 days or however long it took. And I was like, so you guys, you what did you grabbed a can of spray paint and sprayed everybody? Like, how did you do it? You know, they never told me how they did it, but everybody's motorcycle was yellow. Everybody except one guy that had a champagne colored Harley. And they said he cried when they held him down and made him think that they were going to paint his motorcycle anyway. He cried. He was the only odd guy out. And we all had yellow motorcycles. So if you see a real Black Sabbath, like totally all Black Sabbath out, like Black Sabbath till I die hardcore, he's going to have a yellow motorcycle. The father of the Black Sabbath Nation still has a yellow freaking motorcycle. Actually, his is gold, but it's gold yellow with flames. He's got flames on a gold bike. You would think that you need a black bike to have flames, to have gold flames, but he's got these metal flake gold flames. It's really crazy. Yeah. On his Hayabusa at 75 years old. Yes. Believe it or not. So yes, I will be doing the Bumblebee bike. I've had 2 or 3 yellow motorcycles as I am, I'm supposed to. Those of us that are lifers are supposed to have at least one yellow motorcycle or have gone through them. So yeah, you got to have a yellow motorcycle in my club or you ain't nothing. As far as we're concerned. Now, the rest of you guys might not like yellow motorcycles. I'm not saying everybody needs to have a yellow motorcycle. But if you had one, we'll like you. Like a well-known MC from the Bay Area, they used to have Oakland Orange. There you go. I didn't know that, but yeah, there you go. Oakland Orange. What's up? Denmark, man. He says he loves mine, and then he drops a poop symbol. Appreciate you, man. And thank you. I don't even know what to say about that. Thank you. God bless you. So yeah, we got 25,000 subscribers in basically 2.5 months. And I just want to thank everyone for that. Painting my 92 yellow this year. Goose, one of my club brothers, is painting. I got so many club brothers on today. I'm just like so happy to have them. And several of my club brothers are on every day. And it just makes your chest swell, like your brothers are lifting your wings up, like they're just like blowing underneath you, and you're floating, and you're sitting like a swami with your legs crossed and stuff, and you're just like woosah, my brother. Then that is what the strength of the brotherhood is that your brothers are always somewhere close by, and they got your back, and they're actually, you can be a king everywhere in the world, but if you're not recognized at home, it's worthless. You don't even like it. It's like, yeah. Everybody thinks you're great, Black Dragon. Yeah, but my brothers don't. So whatever, man. But when your brothers hold you up, man, you feel like a king on top of a cloud, on top of a mountain. That's how you feel. And once I wore a cowboy hat, way back when I was in the Navy, I wore this cowboy hat. And this African lady stopped me and she said, "You look like a king on top of a cloud, on top of a mountain. And I never forgot that. See, a Navy story. Guys didn't even think you'd get one a day. And I like feeling like a king on top of a cloud on top of a mountain. And that's how my brothers make me feel. Hey, we got D Dirty VP 317 Riders. MC, Indianapolis, Indiana. Really appreciate your show. Thank you, D Dirty. Thank you, Vice President. We like having you on, man. Appreciate it. Make sure to get my President's Bible, VP. You should be running for president soon, I'm sure. I would say from a safety standpoint, yellow would be good. Good old State Road yellow. Yeah, yellow can be dingy, too. I got some like old dingy-ass yellow shirts. And you got to keep yellow up. You really need gold. You got to keep yellow up. It's yellow is like white. You gotta keep it yellow because it can get dingy real quick, and you're just on your dingy motorcycle, and that's not cool. Now, the guys that'll paint their motorcycles black with yellow flames, now they look cool. They look like bumblebees. They look like Black Sabbath bumblebees, just a bumbling down the road. But we we don't always get that. Can someone spot me the Sergeant at Arms book? Nicholas needs someone to spot him the book. Now, we have to talk about, so we got to talk about a guy who's sick. I didn't get his information up. I'm going to put his information up tomorrow. My people, please send me messages so that I don't forget to do that. We got to put that guy's information up. We need to get some GoFundMe money for him. He's sick, and I think he's even headed towards hospice maybe. So please send me a text message, my folks that do that for me, to remind me to get that up so we can have that for him, and we can do what we can to help him maneuver during this very trying time, which could be, at the end of his life. So we want to do that. Buffalo Soldiers, Roanoke. Did I say it right? Roanoke? Because you could say that a whole bunch of different ways, Roanoke or whatever. But over there in Roanoke, that's how I say it. Appreciate you guys over there in Virginia. Spent some of my greatest times in the world in Virginia in my Navy days. So, man, it's cool. Okay, I've been talking to everybody. I'm doing my electric glide just like Sugar Man did his. Sugar Man is one of the well-known guys in our club. He's the guy that made all of our motorcycles yellow. So he is the dude, man. All right. I think I've got like all the comments in today. And so I think I've found that 10 o'clock is a good time. So we'll, right now, for now, we'll be doing our morning shows at 10. Now, some other things I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing little short news spurts throughout the day, like maybe 3 to 7 minute long news spurts. I see some news, I pop up, do it. It won't even be live. It'll be going out so that we'll have continual news hitting. Boom, 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 boom. And then I've reordered my walking. I had a gimbal, electronic gimbal that I used to walk and do my walks through the woods in. So I've ordered a new electronic gimbal, and I will be starting my woods walks again, where you guys will get the MC protocol. So we won't just be doing news. We're going to actually be having the MC protocol, the news spots throughout the day, and then we're going to be having our specialty news, like not even news, but like a talk show, almost like a Maury Povich or something, where I'm going to put a question out. For instance, if your club brother ever borrowed money from you and didn't give it back, get in touch with me. So then I'll have some guys on the panel, and then they'll talk about, my club brother borrowed money from me and didn't give it back. And we want to talk about everything that happened as a result of that, and then some lessons learned for people in the club, so that we're actually constantly working on making your motorcycle club life better. Yeah. Listen, Yeah, so we did a couple of those things. I did a couple of those things with Hollywood where we did the one where if you lose somebody's life in the club, how did that feel? And we did a wound up doing a big show on depression, and so many people contacted us and said they really wanted to hear that. So absolutely we want to do some more stuff like that. So that's what I've got coming up for you guys in this new season. We'll be doing news spots, of course, the round table, and we'll be doing the little bitty specialty shows. And then, of course, we're bringing back Biker Foo, Biker Doe, Biker Combat. Everybody was come. Yeah, we're bringing that back. And listen, Trevor, if you stayed in Groshong Hall, you stayed in a effing dump, bro. I stayed in Groshong Hall. They had roaches that big in the lockers when I stayed in Groshong Hall. As a matter of fact, the way we got rid of the roaches is we made life inhospitable in our locker so that the roaches would go to somebody else's locker. So, man, that did that guy really bring up Groshong Hall? Somebody said I saw that they've been hanging out with me since they saw me speak at the PROC. I saw that flash by, and I think the first time I spoke at the PROC might have been 2015, 2016. So thank you so much for hanging out with me that long. You've been with me a long darn time. You know, some of you guys have been with me. Somebody told me yesterday, I've been with you since you were walking in the woods. You've come a long way. You guys have been with me for a long time, you know, the studio and all this stuff. You guys were with me when I made all my videos on not that cell phone. Actually, I had a Samsung S7, bro. Way before the Note 9s and Note 10s and all that. I had a Samsung S7 and I made 7 or 800 videos on this raggedy phone right here. And you guys were with me when I had a selfie stick, this phone, and a microphone. And I would just walk through the forest and talk about motorcycle club protocol and motorcycle club life. And we didn't have all of these. We didn't have these expensive microphones and buttons and clapping and all this kind of stuff. And I don't even know how much that really adds to the show. So we're going to absolutely go back to the woods, bro. We're heading back to the woods for some of our shows. We're going to be absolutely going to the woods and talking about the things that you guys want to talk about. I also need some writers. If you guys want to write, please send me a message. Black Dragon at blacksabbathmc.com. There's 2 B's in Sabbath. Black Dragon at blacksabbathmc.com. Please send me your messages there so that I can know who my writers are and we can get you guys writing on the show. Also, if you have people you want me to interview or if you want to be interviewed, you have ideas for the show, we want it all. This is your show, not just mine. It's y'all's. Y'all are the bosses. So send me your show ideas to Black Dragon at blacksabbathmc.com. Send me the people you want me to interview. Send me the stories you want me to talk about like you've been doing. And we will keep on moving it forward. Well, hey, listen. It's been good today. Any more questions out there? Somebody says, please text Black Dragon and tell him what's up. Diane Graham. What's up with Diane Graham? Diane Graham, contact a lawyer, says Lissa. A lot of lawyers do these types of things. Am I missing something? When you send me big long text messages or messages while I'm doing this, I really can't read that and talk. So if you need some attention from me, just hit me up with an email, blackdragon at blacksabbathmc.com. I'll call you. We can talk and actually get it on the show. But if you hit me on the side with a comment like that, that's this long, there's no way I'm going to be able to read that with all the ones that are coming across. I was just trying to see if someone knows a lawyer. Call lawyers, have call attorneys, and was soon. Yeah, I'm sorry. This conversation, I'm so like not in the beginning of it, so I don't really know what you're talking about. So Lissa is my moderator. I'm sure she's gonna take care of this in the background, and if something I need to talk about, absolutely, we're gonna talk about it. Sounds good. Excited for the weather. Okay, so that's it. I think. Big man Chris, I see you out there, man. Much love and respect. All right, you guys, that's cool. Black Dragon Biker TV is on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and now TikTok. So we'd like for you to go over to all the places that we are and check us out. Like, subscribe, and follow. Now, if you want to follow my Twitter feed, it's JBunchII. That stands for John Bunch II. Since I've had it for so long, that's why I never changed it to Black Dragon Biker TV. Like, it's old as heck. So some of you guys be asking. Also, if you want to donate to us, you can use PayPal, JBunchII, at AOL.com. Or you can use Cash App, $BikerPress, $BikerPress. If you want to donate monthly, you can use our Patreon, Black Dragon National President. And BlackDragonsGear.com is where you can get all of our gear. BikerLiberty.com is our online news magazine. And the Dragon's Lair Motorcycle Chaos is our online podcast. Wherever you get podcasts, you can get us there. All right. I will see you guys a little bit later. I have a very special response video coming. I can't wait till you guys see that. All right. So that's it for me today. I want to thank you for tuning in. It's my 2 cents. Love you. Your 2 cents in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in and get skinny in. Of course. You know what to do. Get the book. Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book. Okay, here. Let's check this out real quick. I've been talking about my hero soap. I wanted to show you guys. Here's my empty bag of my hero soap. I actually use this stuff. I'm going to do a commercial with me in the shower. You guys will like that, won't you? Won't you guys like see me in the shower? I'm going to have a model with me. Some sort of maybe 2 or 3 models around me. I don't know if you guys remember the commercials that used to have Joe Namath in them. Great balls of comfort with Noxzema. You remember those commercials? Are you guys old enough for that? Where he had these models around and he's in the shower and he's got this Noxzema cream. Yeah. So I'm going to do me some, you guys want to see me naked, right? So anyway, this Hero Soap Company, I use this stuff. They sent it to me. I used it. And it's awesome stuff. And what I like about it, and I'll just be kind of cool with this, is that it's manly. It smells good. They got all kinds of soaps. They've got lavender and all these kind of manly smells. Peppermint tea tree, peppermint cool, spearmint. The woods. They have body washes now, which is new for them. They didn't have the body washes when they first contacted me, but they got them now. What I like about these folks is that they give a percentage of their sales back to charities that are focused on helping veterans and first responders. So that's, they say, we want to thank you for helping us support our veterans. So if you, and first responders. So if you buy some of this soap. They're going to send, you can get a subscription. That's the other thing. You can get a soap subscription, like you can get a razor blade subscription. And if you buy their soap, a few things happen. One, you get some soap to wash your ass. They get some money, that part of it they're going to give to veterans and first responders. And if you use the discount code Black Dragon, which is what we're hoping you use, they will give a percentage to us as well, which keeps the show supported. So good on them, good on you, good on us. And of course, you guys know I love these rings. My sister accused me of having demonic rings. How you gonna accuse me? She told me she was terrified of my rings, and she said each ring was more demonic than the one that I would previously put on. Each one was more terrifying than the previous one. And I don't understand how she could say that about my rings. My rings are cool. You know, you gotta have some cool rings if you're these are my rings, man. So if you like rings, like I like rings, biker rings, you can go here to Gothic Rings, gthic.com. Just like with the soap company, if you use your discount code of Black Dragon, you get you a very cool discount, 20% in this case. I like the Medusa ring, man. They got some very cool rings here. They got Masonic rings, So use these folks. They got pewter and all kinds of stuff, silver, actual silver in these rings, and they've got stainless steel rings. Man, their rings are the bomb. I like them. I wear them. So get you some. Get you some, man. Get you some.
You are fake news.
Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news you can trust.
Biker news you can trust.
Biker news you can trust. Biker news you can trust.
Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the page. Prepare